I was going to upload the last video and then go off and do other things. Come back maybe a month later. Then I was thinking about the date I was given, the end of August. I was trying to figure out what it means. I think I have to upload another video right now, but I'm not sure. I already said everything I wanted to say in the last video. I don't have anything too important to say. I'm out of words. So, what am I going to talk about? I'm trying to squeeze something out of my head in the middle of the night, and I have just one day to make this video, which makes me feel even more anxious. I can't think at this hour anyway. This has been a really weird summer. My flowers and vegetables did not start this year. The crazy weather killed all my seedlings. It's not too late to start again, but I don't really feel like attending to my garden. I think the trees and bushes are very confused about what time of the year this is. The trees are half green and half red, like they cannot figure out if it's a summer or fall. Lilac flowers shriveled up and died before they had a chance to bloom fully this year. Or maybe it's just my garden. The neighbors' lilacs seem to be doing really well. I'm not much of a gardener, but I got superstitious. So many bad things were happening to me back to back. If I plant some flowers and vegetables, maybe they will keep some bad lucks away. I went to the garden center and picked up the cheapest perennials I could find. Half of them died this year. They did not sprout back this season. But surprisingly, peonies are doing well. Somebody trampled all over the peonies last year. It almost looked intentional, but maybe I'm reading too much into nothing. That was heartbreaking last year. Was it because they were peonies, or did it just happen to be in a bad location? I wasn't sure if they would bloom this year, but most of them did. Now I'm heartbroken that the other plants died. At least I saved the peonies. Zinnias all died as seedlings, but they're annuals. I could go and start again, but I don't think I want to. Maybe those dead plants took the blow. They stopped bad luck before it reached me. If that's the case, then they served their purpose. That was the reason I planted them in the first place. Maybe next year I will go and plant hardier plants. Maybe another lilac or perhaps a rose bush. I noticed the thorny plants do well in any weather. Most of the pumpkin seedlings died too. So I restarted them. They seem to be doing well for now, but they're too small. Unless they grow faster, I'm probably not going to harvest them in time. Summer is short where I live, but at least I have some pumpkins to look forward to. I planted pumpkins thinking that maybe if I make the garden feel more like a fairy tale, I might keep the bad lucks away. I was thinking of pumpkins from Cinderella or turning them into a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. I don't think they will grow to the right size considering the bad weather, but who knows? Maybe they will do really well. The cherries and apples are for the birds and squirrels. They usually pick them clean before I can even get to them. Maybe they will leave some for me. The cherries and apples are always too sour though. They're not getting enough sunlight. The birds and squirrels don't seem to mind though. At least somebody's enjoying the fruit. The squirrels sometimes leave behind some seeds in the backyard, unlike those birds that only seem to want to take some more. There was a time when the squirrels left behind a chestnut, which was growing in the backyard without my knowing about it. It looks like the squirrels planted it. I wonder where they brought the chestnut from, because there are no chestnut trees nearby. I was kind of curious, so I let it grow, but the seedling died before it turned into anything. It wasn't an edible kind anyway, so it's not too disappointing. The squirrels are always so busy. They're always zipping through the backyard multiple times a day. I wonder what they're doing all day. what are they collecting all day? I heard the squirrels keep multiple warehouses of food so they don't lose everything when one hideout is destroyed. I have a strange feeling those magpies are stealing from the squirrels, but I don't know for sure. At least somebody's enjoying the fruit. Those squirrels inspect my garden like it is theirs. I'm not sure what to make of it. I want to go and tell them this is not their garden. They will eat all of the fruits as if they are theirs. I once had some strawberry bushes, but I destroyed them in frustration because the squirrels ate all of them before I could get them. Why was I watering and fertilizing the plants only to feed the squirrels? I wouldn't be surprised if those birds ate them too. I think those strawberries were attracting rats. That is an absolute no. It had to go. Other than that, the garden looks sad. It could look better, but it's a lot of work. I get jealous of people who live in warmer, nicer weather where they can grow a lot more plants. There are so many more types of plants that you can grow in warmer weather. Fruits also turn out sweeter there. Most of the fruits turn bitter and sour in my garden. Tomatoes sometimes turn out sweet, but that is if the weather cooperates. I always get hailstorms just before the tomatoes can be harvested. This year, I'm not starting tomatoes. It's a lousy weather. I don't think there's enough time for the tomatoes to ripen before the first hailstorm. I heard the snapdragons can keep bad lucks away. I planted some, but they didn't even sprout. I think it's too windy and too cold for them to grow properly. So much for keeping bad lucks away. It's hard to sustain my interest in gardening. I prefer plants that I can plant and forget. I was thinking of expanding chives. They seem to be doing really well, but I forgot to collect seed. So maybe next year. They actually produce really pretty flowers. The bees and butterflies seem to love them too. There are always a few pollinators hanging around. You know what is just so heartbreaking? When I have to move, I cannot take the plants with me. Some of these trees and bushes took many years to grow. They're part of the house. I cannot take them with me. I got so upset that I stopped planting anything at all. What was the point? So I stopped planting altogether until a few years ago. So many bad things were happening to me. I thought maybe it's time to start planting something again. You reap what you sow. I always thought planting flowers was a total waste of time. It's not like you can eat them. Flowers don't last for very long. But a few years ago, I started to think maybe I need to believe in something again. Maybe those flowers do something. They're not just for looks. There's life here. Not a loud life, but these plants are life too. It was just a random thought. I still don't know if any of it is even true. I have already harvested some chives and green onions because they grow really fast. I have already received something in return for my effort. The cherries and apples are for the squirrels and birds. I doubt I will get any. If I could obtain those pumpkins before winter, that would be awesome. That would definitely be worth my time. If I achieve a successful harvest, maybe I will upload another video of all my harvest. However, the weather has been extremely lousy this year. I once planted some potatoes and beans, but they did not turn out well. It turns out I need to fertilize the soil to get anything at all. The beans did not even flower. They just shriveled up and died. I was thinking of starting some beans this year, hoping it might turn out differently this time. I just have to fertilize the soil better. That was before the weather turned bad. It looks like that plan is going nowhere. The weather was so lousy that I think I missed the window to plant them. Beans and potatoes are cheap anyway. If I'm going to plant something, I'd rather plant something expensive and worth the effort. And preferably something that squirrels do not want to eat. I'm thinking of starting some strawberries in a pot and then hang them high so the squirrels can't reach them. Maybe even cover them up so they can't eat them before I can get to them. It's just a thought. It's a lot of work. I have other stuff I need to get done. I can't be tending to my garden all day. I'm not going to be able to get anything else done. There's a rabbit that likes to visit from time to time. It has not destroyed or taken anything from the garden, but it likes to dig a rabbit hole. It's always the same spot too. I cover it, then it comes back a few months later or a year later and digs on the same spot again. It likes that spot for some reason. I haven't figured out if there's any sort of meaning here or not. I'm thinking of planting something there. Maybe it wouldn't dig if there were a plant there. Or maybe not. Maybe it will dig the same spot anyway and destroy any plants there. If it comes back and keeps on digging the same spot regardless, then that's just weird. But I'm not in any hurry to confront the rabbit just yet.